I'm Melanie Barr. Welcome back to the She Built It podcast, your go-to place to empower you to live the life and business that you crave. I'm here to talk about everything from having the courage to make life and career leaps to the details of how to lead effectively, create successful teams, implement strategies for growth, and infuse tech innovation. I'm here to celebrate your wins and navigate through your challenges. I live in the city now, but I grew up in a town of 1,000 people. I've navigated major life leaps, a senior level corporate career, worked in professional sports, and now as a successful entrepreneur who loves business, technology, family, and making meaningful connections with you and the She Built It community. I also love a good workout and dose of self-care. Magic happens when we focus on the part of ourselves and our business that brings us joy. So turn up the audio, open your favorite notes app, grab your favorite drink, and here we go. If you're running a business or scaling to a multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar company, your voice is one of your greatest assets, and AI can either support that or quietly erode it. Over the next few minutes, I'll show you how to use AI with clarity and confidence without losing what makes your brand feel premium and true. Today, we're talking about AI, not from a trend perspective, from a leadership perspective. But if you're leading a company, managing a team, protecting a brand, and making decisions that affect real people and real revenue, AI doesn't always feel like a fun tool. It can feel like a moving target. And what I'm hearing from high-level leaders is not fear, it's discernment. The question isn't, should we use AI? The question is, how do we use it without lowering our standards, without losing our voice, and without becoming generic? I had a conversation recently with the founder who's running a multi-million-dollar company. She's sharp, she's thoughtful, and she's built something real. And she said something I think a lot of strong leaders are thinking, even if they're not saying it out loud. She said, Melanie, I can feel the pressure to move faster, but I'm not willing to sacrifice quality just to keep up. And I remember thinking, that's the line. That's the moment. Because at this level, speed matters, but trust matters more. Your brand is not a content machine. Your marketing is not a guessing game, and your voice is not something you hand off to the internet. The real challenge isn't AI. The challenge is that AI produces a new kind of pressure. The pressure to respond faster, publish faster, create more, do it all at scale, while still protecting quality, positioning, and reputation. The risk is brand drift and loss of clarity. Brand drift in your message, loss of clarity in your voice, and a gradual weakening of what makes your company feel premium, trusted, and distinct. So the goal today is not to convince you to use AI more. The goal is to help you use it wisely. Here's a shift that makes AI useful instead of distracting. AI is support. You are the source. AI can help your team move faster. It can accelerate drafts. It can organize inputs. It can make repurposing easier, but it cannot replace your point of view, your standards, your positioning, your voice, and your strategic judgment. You lead the message. AI supports the process. That's the relationship that works. Here are 4 leadership ways to use AI that protect quality and give you leverage. If you're the type of leader who thinks quickly, makes decisions, and sees the big picture, you probably don't need ideas. You need structure. AI is excellent in taking your thinking and turning it into an online strategy your team can execute on. Try this. Turn this into a clear outline or keynote flow. Keep it in a confident, grounded voice, including a strong opening and clear close. This is not AI writing your message. This is AI helping you package what you already know. Repurposing your best thinking at scale. At this level, you're already producing value. You're in meetings, you're making decisions, you're guiding strategy, you're saying things that your audience needs to hear. AI helps you turn that one message into multiple usable assets. Try something like this. Repurpose this into 10 LinkedIn post ideas, 5 short videos, 3 email angles. Keep the voice direct and elevated. This is how your ideas compound without you needing to be everywhere. AI can help you see around corners, not because it knows your market better than you do, but because it can surface patterns faster. Try this. List the top objections your audience has when considering your offer. Give me languages they actually use and how to respond with clarity. This supports your leadership message. It keeps you one step ahead of what your audience is wrestling with. AI can support your internal team, faster drafts, and stronger execution. This is where AI can become a real advantage. AI can reduce the time your team spends stuck in first draft mode. It can help them move from messy to clean faster. But you set the standard. You might say, use AI to quickly draft, then bring it to me aligned with your voice and positioning. This protects quality without slowing everything down. Boundaries are what protect your brand. Now let's talk about what AI should never lead. There are non-negotiables, even when you're running a company with real visibility. AI should not drive strategy. AI can generate options. It cannot make decisions. It does not know your priorities, margins, market realities, customer lifetime value, team capacity, and your long-term vision. Strategy stays with you and it stays with leadership. AI should not define positioning. Positioning is not copywriting. Positioning is identity. It's what your brand stands for, what you will not compromise on, why you are the choice. AI can help you write your positioning, but it cannot create it. AI should not be responsible for your voice. This is the biggest risk. AI content often sounds polished but empty, and the higher you go, the more your audience can feel that. Your voice is not just how you sound, it's how people trust you. It's how they know you're credible. It's how they feel safe buying from you. It's how they decide you're different. So yes, use AI for structure and scale, but you keep the ownership of your voice. Here are a few things to do this week. Pick one place AI can support your leadership without touching your voice. Just one. Maybe it's turning your thinking into outlines your team can run with. Repurposing your best content so it reaches more people. Pulling audience objections so your messaging gets sharper. Supporting your team's draft so execution gets faster. And here's the real win. You're not adopting AI because everyone else is. You're using it because it supports how you lead. If AI felt distracting or noisy, I'll leave you with this. You don't have to chase every tool. Even though it might feel like you want to, I feel that way sometimes. You don't have to move at everyone else's speed. You don't have to sacrifice quality to scale. You get to lead with clarity. And when you use AI like support and not replacement, you protect your voice, you protect your brand, and you build the kind of trust that lasts. Your standards are the strategy. AI is just the tool. And I'll leave you with this. AI is not the magic. You are. Your voice, your standards, your decisions, your ability to lead people and build something that lasts. That's the advantage. AI is just a tool that can support you as you scale. And if you're listening to this and thinking, okay, I want to use AI wisely, but I also want this to feel clean and consistent across my brand, I want you to know you don't have to figure this out alone. At She Built It and SBI Media, we're helping founders and leadership teams use content to build long-term visibility in a way that still feels like them. That means we're not just creating content to create it. We're helping our clients turn strong leadership thinking into clear messaging, build content that compounds over time, repurposing it across platforms without losing their voice, and creating a strategy that's measurable and sustainable and not exhausting. So if you want to see what that can look like for the business you're scaling or your personal brand, I'm always happy to share what we're doing. Just reach out and we'll start a conversation. And until next week, let nothing stop you from building the life and business that you crave. Thank you for joining us today. I'd love to hear from you. Reach out to me at hello@shebuiltit.com on our She Built It website or at She Built It on social. Thank you to my editor, Rich Streffolino, who always makes us sound good. Until next time, let nothing stop you from experiencing the life and business that you crave.